A lot of people tell secrets to the person who cuts their hair. Things, perhaps, that they wouldn't tell anyone else. Jackie Anderson has been a hairdresser in Dover for over 60 years and has therefore heard her fair share of secrets. But how much will she divulge about what she's heard?
I've always enjoyed my job. I think there's perhaps not many people that can say that. Some people think they go to work and they get paid to earn the money, but it's a chore rather than it's a necessary rather than in something that they enjoy. And I've always enjoyed my job.
Jackie started hairdressing working over the Christmas period for a friend of her granny's in the early 1960s, just passing rollers in her salon. She enjoyed it, so looked for an opportunity in Dover, where there was a large salon called Rolf's.
He was a bit dubious about taking me on because all his girls were little, pretty, and I was sort of chunky and not as pretty. But he gave me a trial, and he didn't tell me till afterwards that he was looking to see if my legs or ankles swelled while I was standing because I was big. And they didn't, and he took me on, and I worked for him for, quite a few years. I did leave for a while, and I went back, and then I'd left just before he closed.
Being a hairdresser over such a long period of time has meant that Jackie has had to respond to changes in fashion. Some styles must have appealed to her more than others, but she's reluctant to say too much about her preference. Maybe for fear of upsetting past clients.
They come and go, and they come back with a different name, slightly with just a slight variation. And of course, there was a time when people have lopsided hairstyles, where you have it shaved off one side and down and right down the back, down the long side, one side. That was quite popular for a while. Like 2 or 3 people that had that sort of style. People don't always have what suits them. You have to look at somebody's face and see where they need the height or the width. I don't know that the youngsters do that anymore. It's just a style and it's done, but it was different in my day, I suppose.
So how about those secrets? What could she tell me about what she's been told?
So what sort of things do people say? You needn't mention names.
No.
Just tell me the sort of things.
Oh, well, about their families and their children. Perhaps somebody who's got a boyfriend or a girlfriend. And just normal sort of things. I've always thought that what they tell you while you're doing their hair is just between you and them. And it's not something that you go and talk to somebody else about. So, no.
So you're not going to tell me the big secrets?
No.
Jackie recently received a diagnosis of dementia, something that she felt might have been brought on by a fall that she had shortly after lockdown.
I myself think that it was triggered with the fall I had not long after we moved, about a year after we moved over here. I fell over on black ice, and I went up with walking the dogs. And I went up in the air, came down on my back, my head ricocheted off the pavement, and I wouldn't go to the hospital because it was just after lockdown. So I could blame myself really, because I think It might, well, I don't know that it would have made any difference. It might have happened anyway, but I myself think that's what perhaps triggered it off.
Despite her diagnosis, Jackie is still able to work in the salon, something which continues to give her huge pleasure.
They know that I'm forgetful. Jan knows I'm forgetful, so she just has to tell me a couple of times. It's not that I can't do the work or do that, it's just I forget what I'm doing. I still enjoy doing it. I still enjoy going over and shampooing and doing the odd haircut. I've got 2 or 3 people over there that like me to cut their hair if I'm there. So, like I say, I have enjoyed what I've done. I hope to enjoy carrying on for a bit longer yet.